I guess I hope my voice is clear. So let me introduce myself since you are connecting for the first time. My name is Ankush Thodi. I am the founder of Learnomate Technologies, and we do provide the trainings on different technology called Oracle DBA, RAC DBA. Then we have a training on SQL Linux, Golden Gate, and there are multiple other technology also, including your AWS and all. So yes, so we are connected here today to discuss about the technology called RAC, which is again one of the advanced technology of Oracle DBA. So we'll start with this. So my voice is clear, right? And you can hear me, correct? Okay, let me unmute all of you. I think so. There is a security. Okay, now you can unmute yourself. And
yes, Ankush, we are able to hear you.
Okay, and you can use the chat option also. Chat option is also enabled. All right. You can see my screen also.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we start with the all about RAC and all, just wanted to know, are you people already working as a Oracle DB? I can see most of the people from my existing batch only. Okay, so anyone already working as Oracle DBA?
Yes,
Or
I'm having 6 years of experience in Oracle DBA.
6 years of experience as a Oracle DBA. Nice.
I'm not working, sir.
Anyone else?
Yes, sir. I am working as Oracle DBA, sir.
Okay, nice.
Yes, me too also.
Okay, so everyone is comfortable with the Oracle DBA technology? At least comfortable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So, all right, so I can see that I'm not aware about Oracle DBA. Then this class is not for you. You can first learn. So those people who are completely new to this Oracle DBA or have not heard about it. So basically, if you want to start your career in the RAC, okay, this class is not for the freshers. Okay, let me tell you honestly. So if you want to start your career, okay, first of all, you need to start with the SQL and Linux. So those people who are comfortable with SQL and Linux technology, then they can go with the Oracle DBA. And after, once you are comfortable with the Oracle DBA, then you can learn this technology, like maybe you can learn about Golden Gate also, you can learn about RAC also, you can learn about Exadata, etc. Lot of other things are there. But those who are not at all worried about Oracle DBA, first of all enroll to our Oracle DBA class, or first of all enroll to our SQL Linux. All this technology we are already having under the platform called Learnomate Technologies. All right, so now first of all, let's try to understand what is RAC. So we called it as a real application cluster. Now, what was the problem that you are facing when you are talking about the Oracle DBA? So we know that we have a database instances there, okay, and this instance was getting connected to database, right? This instance was getting connected to database. Now let's say there is a user one, he is firing the command like select star from table name. Okay, let's say he is firing a command like select star from table name. So that request was going to the instance only. This instance is running on one server. Assume that there is one server. The server name is node 1. On this server, this instance is running. Which instance? Database instance. So when you firing the command like select star from table name, that request will go to the instance, and this instance was connected to the database level. And from this database, in this database we have our files are available, like our SP file, control files, data files. All these files are available under this database. So when someone is firing the command like select star from table name, that request was going to the database instance. All the processing will be happening on your database instance level. like parsing and all. Execution plan will be created, and finally from this database that data was visible to the user. This is what we have seen in our single instance database. Now assume a situation that your database instance got crashed because of certain example. Because of certain reason this database instance got crashed. Do you think that you will be able to access your data? No, right? But this database is very important for me because all my important data is available under this database, right? And I want to access this data. I cannot afford the downtime also. So whenever a business is saying that I have a very meaningful data, very important data is available in this database and I cannot afford the downtime, that time there should be some high availability solution should be there. Now when we say that we have a high availability, it means my database should be running 24/7. Now in that case, Oracle have provided the solution called RAC. Oracle have provided the solution called Data Guard. Oracle have provided a solution called Flashback Technologies. Lot of different technologies they have provided, through which you can assume that you can put your database 24/7. So based on your usage, based on your experience, you can use RAC, you can use RAC, you can use RAC means RAC only, you can use Data Guard, you can use the technology, you can use the combination of your RAC and Data Guard also. So I'll tell you one example. Like you assume a situation that I have one laptop is there and there is a situation that my laptop has been crashed. So I should have a second laptop, right, through which I will do my work. I should have a second laptop through which I will do my work. So same thing is happening over here. So RAC is a concept of high availability. RAC is a concept of high availability. High availability of what? High availability of your database instance level. So previously what was happening? I was having a single server. On that single server my database instance was running, which was connected to some database, and if this node goes down, there is a chance that my particular server itself goes down, right? There is a chance that my particular server itself goes down. So what I will do, I will have one more server. Okay, I will have one more server. Here my database instance is up and running. Here my database instance is running from this node. When I say a node, it is basically a machine. So how many nodes I'm having now? This is node 1 and this is my node 2. I can have one more node also. Let's assume that I have one more node. This is my node number 3 and my database instance is running from here. This is my instance number 3. Now by any chance my node 1 goes down, let it be. Still people can connect from node 2 or people can connect from node 3 and all are sharing a same to same database only. Database is same. Your database storage is same. So previously what was happening, the people were connecting from the node 1. Now people are connecting from node 2 or node 3. The people can connect from any one of the node. But at the end your database is same only, and this is called cluster. What is cluster? Cluster is basically, even though you have a multiple machines are there, multiple machine means you have a node 1, you have a node 2, you have a node 3. Even though they are three different machine, but they are behaving like a single machine, and that is called cluster. So in between these there is a communication. So we have a node 1 which is attached to the node 2, node 2 which is attached to the node 3. They are internally connected to each other through the network. And why they are behaving like a single machine? Because you are going to install a software called clusterware software. This clusterware software will behave this multiple different machine like a single machine, and they are sharing a single database, that is a shared database. So let's say there is a user, he got connected from the node 3 and he is creating one table. That table will be created here. Now next time same user got connected from the node 2, he can access this table. Don't assume that he created a table here, so he will not be able to see the table from here. No, not like that. Because all the database related files or anything where it is available inside your shared storage, so people can connect from node 1, node 2 or node 3. Everything is getting created under the shared storage. Shared, this is all shared. What is meant by shared? Shared means a share between node 1 or node 2 or node 3. It will be available here. So what is high availability? High availability means even though your node 1 got disconnected, your node 1 got down, still people can connect from the node 2 or node 3. The people will not get to know also that your node has been disconnected. And this is happening with the real time also. You take the example of your Amazon, Flipkart, right? Your IRCTC. They are using a cluster based software only. They cannot afford the downtime, because there are millions of transactions are happening on single day. You know what happened recently with the Hotstar, right? The Hotstar was down for some time. Can you imagine that how much loss it was for the Hotstar? If you remember that recently Hotstar was down when I think Australia and India match was going on, right, on that time. So they cannot afford the downtime. So we should build a system in a such way that which will give me high availability. Understood till now?
Yes, sir.
Can you please use the chat option and say yes or no so that I'll understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I can see yes. Okay, nice. All right, okay, so I can see everyone is saying yes. All right, so whatever we have learned, okay, in the Oracle database administration, my existing people, so we completed recently our course, right, Oracle DBA. So this is the advanced part of that Oracle DBA course only. So we need to understand about like what is RAC, okay, what is high availability, how RAC is going to help us to make sure that our database will be up and running 24/7. See, when you are working as a Oracle DBA, don't assume that all the softwares, okay, don't assume that all the database will be on RAC only, okay, in real time. There is a chances that some of the database will be on RAC, some of the database will not be having RAC. So for RAC purpose, if this is my instance and this is my database, you know what is the problem with the RAC? Why all the databases is not there on RAC? What is the problem? See, if it is providing the high availability solution, why they are not going with the RAC? Why all the databases are not going with the RAC? What do you think?
Server cost. We need to duplicate the machines.
Correct. Server cost is a big problem, correct? Server cost is a big problem. So if I'm purchasing a one laptop, which is cost around 1 lakh rupees, now I need to purchase how many laptop? 2 laptop, right? Costing is there, maintenance is the big problem, right? Now I need to maintain multiple, then the network, IP address, you know, nothing is free of cost in this world. Everything you need to purchase, licensing cost, right? So that is the problem. Now when I'm saying that, okay, I'm going to install a rack, obviously two machines, even though you are installing two node 1, node 2, now two machines are running. So when two machines are running, you need more RAM, right? You need more RAM now to run these two machines, right? So you should have a laptop with good amount of RAM so that you can do a practice, right? You can do a practice. If you want to do a practice, you should have a good amount of RAM. So that is a problem, you know. This is like what client will identify, that the application which are giving more benefit, the applications, see, there will be some sort of applications will be there which are the bread and butter for their company, and they cannot afford the downtime. They cannot afford the downtime means there is definitely a lot of earning will be there from that software. So in that case we will go with the in that case we will go with this such a type of rack environment. So those applications which are the bread and butter for the company, those applications will be going for an rack setup. You can go for an rack setup. Now we'll see like how to install a rack on our laptop. For that we need some of the softwares. Okay, we need some of the softwares. So we'll start with the rack setup also very soon. More than that, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me so that I will discuss and we'll start.
Yes, Ankush. Question is which softwares we need and in what sequence we need to install.
Okay, what are the softwares we need for the rack setup, right? So this is see, for rack we don't need any additional software. Basically whatever softwares which we have used as a part of Oracle database administration, same software we need. So basically for the rack setup we need first of all server, right? So you need a server like Oracle Enterprise Linux, we are going to use that. Second thing is, once server installation is get completed, we need a software called Grid software. Grid software is the combination of Grid is providing you ASM also. So we will try to understand about ASM, what is ASM and how ASM works. We have already covered ASM in our Oracle database administration, but still we will try to learn here also what is ASM and how it works. Then Grid is also providing a cluster based software, okay, which is a part of which is required for the installation of your rack. This is very important. So ASM we are going to use as our file system where we will store all our database related files. Third, your Oracle 19c software. So this is our database. This will provide you database, and that's it. This is what we need. We need one more software since we are doing the server installation. Server installation we will do on the top of our VirtualBox. So VirtualBox we need. Likewise, we need some more softwares like you can use Putty or Mobexterm to connect to the servers. Whenever you want to move a file from Windows to Linux or Linux to Windows, you can use a software called WinSCP. Again, we will use one more software called SQL Developer. So when we will talk about the scan listener and all, that time we need SQL Developer. So all these softwares we are going to use throughout our lectures. Okay, clear everyone? All right, any more questions?
For monitoring and etc., we don't have any software for rack monitoring.
You can use the OEM only, same software.
Sir, this is Tirupati.
Yes.
I'm doing the monitoring for Oracle company for our software. I'm using, but currently using a Putty, Mobexterm, WinSCP. But why I'm not using? But generally, 3 nodes I will run the 3 nodes one by one and run that whatever the services are running and other services are whatever all the services are running. This will regular. I'm doing the regular monitoring every day. But why we are using, I do not know. That putting and
monitoring. How are you doing?
That they have given some Linux command. So grep command and the packs machine command. Some commands are the service commands. All the service commands are there. They have given me. But these commands I will run. If not that not running that command, I will restart that command. I will restart that service. And then that I will disappointing or not. I will check. But okay. apart from 6, 5, 7, I do not know, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, I do not know. But currently using 7, 8, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Currently I'm using, sir.
Okay. I'll discuss but by one.
Okay. No, it's just I'm explaining.
Any more question till now?
No, Ankush, we are good.
Okay. So these are the softwares that we are going to use for the RAC. Now let's try to understand some more important part about the RAC and all. So what we will do, okay, now what we are planning to do, I'll tell you here. First of all, we will install one machine. Okay, this is called Oracle Enterprise Linux 7.9 version that we are going to use. Okay, then we will install one more machine here, Oracle Enterprise Linux 7.9 version we will install here. So we are going to set up 2 node machine only, because every machine we need to allocate some memory and storage. So for the RAC setup, minimum amount of memory which is required is 16 GB of RAM. In your laptop you should have 16 GB of RAM. Okay, so we will have 2 machines will be there. These 2 machine, on the top of these 2 machine we are going to install a software called Grid software. Which software we are going to install? Grid software. So we will install Grid software here also, we will install Grid software here also on both the machine. This Grid software will help me to get up ASM and clusterware. This software, it is giving me ASM, which is my file system, and clusterware software. So as soon as I get ASM, so I'll get ASM here and I'll get ASM here. As soon as I get ASM, then I'm going to install my software called Oracle 19C. So I'll install a database software here and I will install database software here on both the side. As soon as I get a database software, this will give me a database instance, right? So my instance 1 will be running from here, and my instance 2 will be running from here. My instance 2 will be running from here. Instance 2 will be running from here. Now how this, see, if my user 1 got connected, you take an example that my user 1 got connected from the node 1. This is my node 1, this is my node 2. Some people are calling it as a machine also, machine number 1, machine number 2. Now they should be communicate to each other, right? Let's say user 1 got connected and he created one table. Let's say user 1 got connected and he created that table. So node 2 should be also aware that, okay, there is a table got created with the name EMP, right? So they will be communicating to each other with the network called private network. How they will communicate to each other? With the help of network called private network. So node 1 and node 2 both are communicating to each other with the help of private network. Now as a DBA, I am going to connect to the node 1 because I want to connect to the node 1 and then I will get connected to the instance, this database instance. So to get connected to the node 1 or node 2, I should have public IP address, public IP, and I will have here also public IP. See, we know what we learn in our Oracle DBA class, right? I will get the IP address of this machine, and I will add that IP address to the MOBAX term, and I will connect to this machine. So there will be a public IP. Where is my database? My database is available inside this server, but I will connect to the database only when I got connected to the server. So let's say the IP address of this machine is 192.168.56.50. So this is my public IP address of my machine. This is the public IP address of this machine. So there will be one public IP address and there will be a private IP address of this machine. By using this private IP address, these machines will communicate to each other, and public IP address to connect to this server. Who will connect? The people like you and me as a DBA, we will connect to this. Then there will be shared storage will be there. Now these two database, these two are getting connected to a shared storage, and in this shared storage you are going to have your SP file, control files, data files, archive logs. So when user one is saying that I am going to create one table called EMP table, that EMP table will be created here, and same table can be accessible from here also. Select star from table name. So from this setup you need to understand one thing, that it is not only just doing the high availability, it is doing the load balancing also. Load balancing. What is meant by load balancing, guys? Anyone know?
Distribute the number of users for our processing applications.
Distributing the number of users, correct? So you assume a situation that I am getting 1000 connection request. So there are 1000 people are there. There are 1000 people. Initially, when I was using a single instance, all 1000 connections were coming to the node 1 only, correct? But I have two instances are there, and every machine have their own resources. See, this machine have their dedicated RAM, dedicated CPU, dedicated storage is there. This machine have their own RAM, CPU or processors, storage is there. So if every machine have their individual resources are available, why not to use their resources? So when I am getting 1000 connection request, 500 connection request will go here, 500 connection request will go here, so that it will consume the resources of their respective node. It will consume the resources of node 1 and node 2. If I'm spending the money, if I'm spending $1000 on each node, obviously what I'm expecting that that $1000 will be that whatever load that will be distributed. So those people, if 500 people are joining here and 500 people are joining from here, they will get a better performance also. Why? Because their load has been distributed. Their load has been distributed among the different node. Their load has been distributed among the different node. So this is not just high availability. Even both the machines are up and running now. They are doing work simultaneously. Both our machines are working. I'll tell you one example. When I was using a single instance database and when I was taking a RMAN backup, my backup was running from the node 1 only, because that time I was having only one node. So when RMAN backup is running, that time it will consume a lot of CPU. Now since RMAN backup is running, some process will run from here, some RMAN processes will run from here. Basically you are trying to distribute your load from the different node. Your load, you are distributing the things. Even user connections also are distributing. But don't worry about that. As a DBA, you don't need to worry about the connection request. You are not going to hold the person. Let's say there is a user 1, he is saying that I want to connect to the node 1. So you are not going to hold him. The load will be taken care automatically by the Oracle database. The load will be taken care automatically. Oracle RAC setup, they know already that how much load is there on node 1, how much load is there on node 2. They know everything. You don't need to worry about that. And based on the load which is available on node 1 and node 2, by comparing the things, automatically it will assign the node 1 or node 2 automatically. So you don't need to worry about that. You got my point, everyone, till now?
Yes. One question here regarding this setup, node 1 and node 2, whether it allows different Oracle version or OS version also?
Usually Oracle is recommending to have a same setup.
Okay.
But yes, let's say you want to upgrade your, just take an example, you want to upgrade your grid. Okay, grid software. So you can upgrade your grid on node 1 first, node 2 on next day. You can do that.
Okay.
But database version will be same, right?
Even now 19C is there, 12C is there, maybe on node 2.
That's not possible.
Yeah, database is only one. Yeah, only instance we are running more. Oh, sorry.
Correct.
Yeah, understood.
And then when you are doing the software installation, where I mentioned, right, database software. So on, you don't basically, you know, the software will be copied automatically. The database will be automatically get created on, because only instance is there on node 1.
Got it.
Your database is here actually in the shared storage.
Then in that case, only one question remains, whether there are two nodes, node 1 and node 2, and every machine has their own storage also, apart from shared disk storage.
Correct.
So my question is whether that local storage is also getting used while processing.
See, your software related files are there, software related. Let's take example of your SQL plus RMAN, right? These are the binary files.
Right.
That will be their respective files will be there. So if I take the example of $Oracle home, bin location, and there is a utility called SQL plus, correct? It is available here also on their respective node. Same is available here also. It's not shared. You got my point?
Yeah.
Software is not shared.
Okay, so the database files will be there on that shared storage.
Correct. Like your SP file, control files, data files, archive logs, password file, all these things.
So software will be on individual machines.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
But when you are installing a software, that installation will be done automatically on node 1 and node 2. When you will see it practically, you will understand it. So tomorrow we'll start and then you will understand.
Okay, no issues.
So basically you are going to put a software here also, like unzip and all. But when you are calling run installer will install a software here also and here also.
Okay.
Any more question, guys? No. So we'll start with the practical scenario from tomorrow. This batch just yes.
Hi Ankush.
Yes.
Can you please prepare interview questions for RAC also? You have already prepared interview questions for Oracle DBA, right?
Are you the part of my training?
Huh?
Are you part of my training?
Part of the?
Did you enroll to our training?
Yeah.
Which course?
Oracle RAC.
So you are in my Oracle RAC batch?
Yes. I have joined the session.
Okay. Anyway,
so
we are starting this batch from tomorrow only. Means today we already given the heads up. So it will be from Monday to Thursday. The timing will be evening 6 p.m. IST. Okay. 6 to 7 we will take daily. Okay, Monday to Thursday. Duration will be going around 45 days or more than that also. Okay. So we are going to cover all the installation part and everything. Okay, like we will cover about the backup, recovery, installation part, upgradation. Okay, what is voting this OCR, OLR, all this concept. Okay, the fees for the training, the existing people, the fees is 15K. New people, those who have not enrolled to my class anytime, the fees is 20,000. Okay, so this is only for existing student. Okay, those people who are joining for the first time, the fees is 20K or $300 for new people. Okay, we are starting our golden gate also from tomorrow. Okay, so golden gate is there from tomorrow. Those people who are interested for golden gate, they can reach out to us. This is our official number 77570 You can also email us on info@learnomate.org. If you want to get more details, you can go to our website and search here with the learnomate.org. This is the official website. You can get the details over here also. Okay. Any more question regarding the training and all? So we can discuss. So we'll continue from tomorrow.
Hi Ankush, Satyam this side.
Yes.
I was just asking, so do we need 16 GB RAM for each VM or for?
No. Overall, I'm saying.
Okay.
Total machine.
Okay, got it.
If you don't have 16 GB RAM, we can provide you the lab setup, but it will be around 2,000 rupees per month. Okay. It is a paid setup, 2,000 rupees per month.
Okay.
Those people who is like cannot spend 60,000-70,000 on laptop to helping them, we are providing this lab setup also.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so all right, so those people who are interested for RAC, they can enroll today only because we are starting from tomorrow. Those people who are interested for golden gate, they can enroll for golden gate also. Okay, golden gate we are starting from tomorrow. All right, so I'll share the recording also. Recording will be there for 3 months of access, so today's recording will be also there. Okay, if you have any questions, queries, anything, please ask me now only. If you don't have, then we'll drop up the call and we'll connect tomorrow.
Yeah, could just tell us the place from where we can access your recording. For example,
you will get the recording by tomorrow.
Okay, but there will be some location or something where.
Yeah, you will get the email from my team. Okay, so from tomorrow, we may take 1 or 2 days to initial setup because since it is the first time we are connecting. So first 2 days we need for joining formalities and all. So daily you will get the recording as soon as the class get finished to the email ID. Okay, so they will let you know how to access and all.
Okay, no issues.
Clear, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.